Every drill hole that we've drilled on this thing has been a success.
This is crazy, like 452 meters of continuous mineralization.
This, without a doubt, is the longest continuous gold intercept I've ever encountered. It's got a potential to be several kilometers long.
Like, what do you do now?
Drill, drill, drill. But there's other exciting news that we've got coming. Have your readers stay tuned.
Everybody, welcome back. Joining me again is Frank Callaghan, CEO of Golden Cariboo Resources, trading on the CSE under the symbol GCC. Frank, welcome back.
Nice to see you again, James. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing great, Frank, but you seem to be doing spectacular. I'm looking at this drill result in your most recent press release, 452 meters, 0.3 grams per ton with some intercepts over 50 meters of a gram per ton gold, 27 meters of over a gram, 1.01 gram per ton gold. This is crazy, like 452 meters of continuous mineralization.
How about for American friends? It's almost 1,500 feet. It's just
1,500 feet. I always knew you had a foot fetish.
It's an incredible drill hole. You know, in my career, and I've drilled hundreds of drill holes, this is, without a doubt, is the longest continuous gold intercept I've ever encountered.
Yeah, this has got to be giving the guys at Osisko a sort of a bit of a heart attack. They must be looking at you with new eyes now.
Well, you know, I haven't spoken to Sean today or yesterday, but yeah, you know, we're getting close to the boundary, to their borderline from the, you know, and it's just really exciting. I mean, I think they're watching what we're doing. I'm sure they are.
You bet. So Osisko is developing a mine on a property that you explored previously, correct?
Correct. We identified a bunch of ounces. We actually poured the first bar from the Bonanza Ledge discovery that we made, and it's a 6 million ounce deposit that they've purchased, and it's going into full production this month.
So this is the property that you're right next to in Golden Cariboo.
Correct.
And this is where the mineralization is pointing to.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so when you were drilling and exploring on the Caribou property, that is what Osisko is developing, did they ever have a drill intercept like this? Did you ever experience this kind of continuous mineralization before?
No, but similar rocks, but not quite the same. The style of this mineralization is a little bit different. The veining, we got more of a stockwork style mineralization where we are. We're closer to a greenstone contact. Which is, as all of the, you know, the largest mines in the world from like the Abitibi Belt and stuff, some 300 million ounces has come out of there. This is in that type of environment.
I see. So this has the potential to become bigger as you continue drilling, potentially.
It certainly does. It's, you know, we've I think we've drill tested some about 1.3 kilometers. This is about a 240 odd meter step out from the previous drill intersect when we actually discovered the zone. So it's quite a significant step out as well. So it looks like it's got a potential to be several kilometers long. We're definitely, we can see over a strike length of a couple of kilometers right now.
Wow. Okay, so total strike length everywhere you've drilled holes, you've got 2 kilometers of strike so far.
Well, 1.3, but we've got some surface sampling stretches to 2 kilometers.
Okay, and so what is next for Golden Cariboo? Like, what do you do now?
Well, so the best part of this thing is, you know, every drill hole that we've drilled on this thing has been a success. Every drill hole has had gold in it. The idea of going into 2025 is to just drill. And so we just intend to keep making this deposit as large as we can. And we've just acquired some more ground to the south of us. So next year we'll probably have more than one drill going and working both to the south and to the north of the deposit.
Sure. So let me ask you, Frank, does 452 meters of continuous gold mineralization make the company inherently more valuable?
I would hope so. I would really hope so. You know, the width of this thing is, it's showing how wide. And, you know, the interesting thing about this drill hole is it sort of bottomed in mineralization. Like we stopped short of the property line. So we don't know how far it still goes. We don't know that yet. There's more holes that have been drilled after this. This was hole 17. Yeah. We're currently drilling 21. So we've got more holes that are actually being logged and some that are at the lab. So they all look very promising as well. And the idea is just to keep stepping out on 100-meter step outs going to the northwest.
Sure. Okay, so how many more drill holes can we expect this year?
as far as assay, it's up to the lab. As I mentioned before, you get in line, grab a ticket, and wait your turn. So these last ones we did a bit of a hurry up on, so we could have a bit of a Christmas present for everyone this year. It'll be another couple of weeks probably before we get the next one, and it's Christmas break, so we might be looking into the new year. But there's other exciting news that we've got coming between now and Christmas time. So have your readers stay tuned. There's lots of really good news coming.
Wow. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what has to happen on your Golden Cariboo property before Osisko considers it an acquisition?
Well, right now they're pretty focused on mining. So we're like an exploration arm for them. We're, as Sean referred to his, the project where the 6 million ounce deposit is as a beachhead. I concur with that. We're at one bookend of it. The Spanish Mountain deposit's at the other bookend of it. It's another near 6 million ounce deposit as well. So we're just going to keep motoring along here and just wait till they're not as preoccupied on the mining. They're pretty focused on their mining right now. So we'll just keep focused on doing the exploration. That's what we do best.
What else is happening in the exploration space in that area of BC? Is there lots of activity, or is it just you and Osisko?
No, there actually is another group that's in there, and they're working near the Wing Dam portion of the property of the belt itself, and that's a historic placer operation there. But they're going underground on it, and they've just started a drill program as well. It's Tom McNeil and his team, and Steve Kosas is running that program, and I expect they're going to see some joy. They're definitely in the right rocks.
Sure. And is the price of gold where it is now, 2,500, 2,600, that range, is that positive for what you guys are up to? Is it more helpful if it continues to rise, or is it going to be detrimental if the price falls?
Stop the race. It's almost like $3,700 Canadian. We mine in Canadian dollars, so it's just a fabulous price. If it just stayed right where it is, everybody would be very happy. All of the Canadian miners are doing very, very well. So there's nothing wrong with the price of the metal. If it came off a little bit, that's probably a little bit healthy too. But I think what's going on in the whole political world, I think that we're going to see some changes. I wouldn't be surprised to see the price of the metal improve.
And in terms of permitting in that area of BC, are there any issues?
None whatsoever. It's deemed sort of a mining neighborhood. I mean, alongside of us, you've got the Blackwater deposit. It's a 12 million ounce deposit as well. So there's lots of mines in the neighborhood. And if you're going to go mining in British Columbia, it's one of the better places to be. And in our case, we're just a couple of kilometers off the road. It takes the fellas 15 minutes to drive to work.
And what about the availability of drills and the people to run them? Is that readily available, or are we seeing a bit of a gold rush with the current gold price?
That's a great question. So, getting staff is always a little bit difficult. The Blackwater deposit, for example, they've got 600 plus people that they're actually employing there. Sean Ruse and his team expect to hire somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 people as well. Drills, as far as drilling, it's that part of the thing is what we do. We've got 3 drills on site. We've got our seasoned staff that's been with us for well over 32 years. My lead driller has been with me for 32 years. So we've got a good network of people. We've been in the camp for now up to 30 years in that camp. So we have a good reputation, and people will come back to work with us.
Sure. So how long will it be, in your opinion, and as a forward-looking statement and all that entails, would it be until you come up with a first published resource?
Next year, not this year for sure. I mean, we've only drilled 14 holes this year that we've reported so far. But at the end of next season, I think would be a good time. I mean, there's companies out there that are looking, because we report all of the location of the drill and stuff. And I'm sure that some of the senior companies that are looking at what we're doing have actually sort of modeled up some sort of numbers already. It's a little bit premature, but I think at the end of next season that we can actually publish some sort of a resource estimate.
Fantastic. Frank, I'm going to look forward to having you back again soon. The story is really heating up quickly. Congratulations on the drill hole, and thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much, James. Always good to see you.